Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode Goodness. Now in our inbox we have two emails, one saying Agar is back and the other is saying Munayin has suffered a torn groin and he's out for 2 months. So thanks a lot to whoever was training him, because he completely fucked him and fucked my starting 11. So thank you so much for that, as now I'm going to have to start Coutinho as much as possible. I still have Gerrard though, the legend Gerrard, and he'll be able to swap in and around for Coutinho, but unfortunately Munayin there won't be able to play for 2 months, which, you know, is a pretty standard injury. You know, you usually get the ones that are between around a month, and then you get the ones which are between 2 and 3 months, and then you get the big daddies which are about 6 to 9 months. And we have one player, Alberto Massi, and he's on a I think he had a 9-month injury or something like that as a center back, and you know, that is a little bit gutting. But we have a game coming up, and this game is actually relatively important. You know, I need to start winning. Well, I don't want to say I need to start winning, because I don't think I've actually lost a game yet so far this season. I think I've drawn quite a few, but we are against Celtic, and we all know Neil Lennon, the little rat that he is. You know, we're against his squad, the Irish, Scottish, I'm not entirely sure, and I don't even want to touch or delve into the history of Celtic because people get so touchy about all that crap. So we'll just say it's Celtic up against Liverpool, and it's in the Champions League, and the Champions League is something I want to go far in. I want to get to the quarterfinals. You know, I want to get past the group stages, get past the next round, and into the quarters. And if I get into the quarters, I will consider it mission success. And a really nice ball whipped in there. Unfortunately, it didn't go into the back of the net, but I tell you what, you know, the Scottish are known for being pretty sluggish and slow, and a lot of the time fat, and fortunately, that's how I got that goal. They were clumsy, they were all over each other, and that couldn't have gone any more perfect for me. But Coutinho there, with a bit of the left trigger, right trigger action, is just bamboozling the defense, plays a beautiful ball through to Aubameyang, and a great cross there through to Asaidi, and for me, that was just a wonderful goal. So, it was all created pretty much from Coutinho there, with some great sort of fancy dribbling, and he gets round, he passes it out wide to Aubameyang, and I was actually impressed with the cross from him as he manages to pick out Asaidi on the header. But Lucas Leiva there crosses the ball in, and at the moment we're not scoring that many goals from crosses, like directly into headers, but we are seeming to get quite a few rebounds, and that was a very nice little finesse shot from Sturridge to go into the far corner. The keeper kind of just watched that and just kind of watched it go along, a little bit dumbfounded by the looks of it. But alright, there launches one up the park to get rid of it. Unfortunately, the Celtic guy just pickpockets my player, but it was halftime, so I was kind of saved by the bell there. But Walker is so great in those sort of positions. He bombs forward like that so many times, and it actually creates a lot of opportunities. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make that opportunity count, as they make a really good, you know, they capitalized on an error that I made. Unfortunately, again, they didn't manage to get it into the back of the net, but we were 3-0 up in the 90th minute, and we all know what happens in the 90th minute, ladies and gents. A fantastic run from Brown there, as he just darts across my defender, gets his nugget on it, and he puts that into the back of the net. So fair play to him for that, but that is a 3-1 victory, and a very solid victory away from home as well. And we managed to get a replay there of the first goal, the sluggish goal, and yeah, overall really happy with that. And the Champions League, like I said, got to perform well, got to make sure I am performing to the highest ability at all times. A game against Fulham, we all know how they did last season. Last season, they came up as dark horses and they just wrecked everyone. It was like, how the hell are these people doing it? But they ended up finishing, I think it was 5th. We just beat them to the 4th place spot, which I was so happy about. And if it wasn't for Swansea in the last game of the season, I'm pretty sure Fulham could have easily taken the lead and gone into 4th place, and kind of knocked me out of my Champions League spot. But things were looking good, and I wanted revenge. You know, this is the team I wanted to beat, because they had done me over so many times last season. I think they beat me towards the end of last season as well, so it was definitely a bit of a revenge game for me. But Aubameyang there finds himself a bit of space. Unfortunately, his finesse shot just wasn't good enough. It wasn't nearly as good as Sturridge's finesse shot there. Oh, nice ball played out to Asaidi. Kind of fools one of the midfielders there, who ends up slide tackling. A great little cut back in. And what a strike. Unfortunately, it was towards the near post. And sometimes, you know, against some slightly worse keepers, those might go in. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Not today. And Sturridge on his right foot, you can't expect too much of him. He did well just to even get a shot shot off, I think. And yeah, just overall a little bit disappointing we didn't manage to make any goals count yet. As you can see, their keeper is just doing a wonderful job of making sure the ball isn't going into the back of the net. But Fulham make a darting run all the way out there, and I was really nervous with that. As you can see, those are the sort of goals that get past my keeper, and those are the sort of ones that cost you games, really. I mean, the near post can just absolutely terrify you, but the pace from Sturridge is just too much. He finds himself into some open space, and he buries that. He is not going to mess up that chance, and that was so crucial for me. Again, we managed to drive into the box, and Sturridge picks it up and fires that one into the far netting, leaving the keeper looking like a mug as he buries that into the far netting. Really looking good. You know, the team is looking solid, and the best part about this is I have players that I can bring on and feel confident to bring on. Not only am I feeling confident bringing on with their, you know, just their ability to see out a game, but also I'm happy to bring them on because I want them to get game time. I want them to improve their potential, and with the players that we have on the bench, I want to get them involved as much as possible. And so far we're seeing some good improvement. We're not seeing huge improvements. There will be a squad report coming up. I think it should be next episode, assuming we get that far into it. But we have some international games coming up soon, and there was just a cheeky email letting me know what's up. And Sunderland fans are ecstatic at new owners, so they have some dollar bills. They have joined YMCMB. No, I'm joking, but they actually got taken over, and Martin O'Neill really happy that he has dollar bills to spend in the next transfer window, and I'm sure all you Sunderland fans are just as happy, and it'll be interesting to see who they pick up, you know, who they'll go for, and I know that I'm in the January transfer window, I'm probably going to expect some bids from Sunderland, because I remember when I played with QPR, West Brom actually got taken over, and I got tons and tons of bids from them, and you know, they were very generous on the counter offers, so hopefully that's very much the same case with Sunderland, and they are willing to throw some cash around. But I hope you guys have all enjoyed this episode. Again, a huge thank you for the support on the first video. Over 2,000 likes. You guys are the dog's bollocks. Don't try and imagine that. Don't even create an image of that, but just know you're the dog's bollocks. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.